And Moses led Israel from the Red Sea into the wilderness of Sinai. And they camped before the holy mountain. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mountain, they gathered themselves together.
Ask Aaron. Could anyone live on that fiery summit for 40 days and 40 nights?
Yes, by the will of God.
Who knows the will of God? Do you? Do I? Or you, Sephora, his grieving wife? She came back among us to find a husband, but he's dead. Even she cannot hope that he lives.
Moses went up into the forbidden ground to receive God's law.
Yes, but he's not returned. We share your pain. We sympathize. But will sympathy lead us to this land flowing with milk and honey?
Now we have no leader. Don't be fools. Moses will receive.
Would a God who's shown you such wonders let Moses die before his work is done?
His work is done. His mother. So beautiful is the hope of a mother. But there are other mothers among you. What will become of your children?
We must have faith.
Faith in what? You, Aaron? Can you lead us to this land of promise? You know what it is?
Tell us.
Where is
Across the wilderness.
And who's to lead us?
You did that.
Yeah. Where could I bring you except to Egypt?
Where there is death?
No, where there's food.
Pharaoh would kill us all.
Not if a god of Egypt went before us. You could make one for us, Aaron.
No. Aaron knows the art of the temple. I will not. But we can't remain.
He will not. He would rather see our flesh rot in the wilderness. You will make a god for us. A god of gold. A golden calf. Torah shall be the high priest. Bring baskets, buckets, dolls, anything you have. Break off your earrings. Yeah, your bracelets, your necklaces. We will make it of a golden calf. The golden bird we took from Egypt.
From the burning bush, O Lord, you charged me to bring the people to this holy mountain, to behold your glory and receive your law. What have I left undone?
Thou shalt have no other God.
And they overlaid the image with pure gold. And Aaron fashioned it and smoothed it with the hammer, ready to be graven by cunning art and man's device. And he fastened it with nails that it should not move. And he that smote the anvil did beat the molten gold into thin plates. For they had gathered their treasure into the midst of the furnace, and did blow the fire upon it to melt it. And they adorned themselves in rich apparel and costly array, with veils of blue and purple and scarlet, and fine twined linen wrought in Egypt. And the women tread grapes from Midian into new wine.
Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Honor thy father and thy mother. Thou shalt not kill.
And the people sinned a great sin, for they had made them a god of gold. And they bore him upon their shoulders and rejoiced, saying, This be our God, O Israel.
Are you mourners of Moses afraid to face the new God of gold?
They were as children who had lost their faith. They were perverse and crooked and rebellious against God. They did eat the bread of wickedness and drank the wine of violence. And they did evil in the eyes of the Lord. And the people cried, The graven image hath brought us joy. And they worshipped the golden calf and sacrificed unto it.
Here is your sacrifice.
thy neighbor. Written with the finger of God. Go, get thee down, for thy people have corrupted themselves.
And the people rose up to play, and did eat and drink. They were as the children of fools, and cast off their clothes. The wicked were like a troubled sea, whose waters cast up mire and dirt. They sank from evil to evil, and were viler than the earth. And there was rioting and drunkenness, for they had become servants of sin. And there was manifest all manner of ungodliness and works of the flesh, even adultery and lasciviousness, uncleanness, idolatry and rioting, vanity and wrath. And they were filled with iniquity and vile affections. And Aaron knew that he had brought them to shame.
Abiram, Korah, bind the sacrifice with cords, even unto the horns of the altar.
The light of God shines from you, Moses.
Do not kneel to me, Joshua.
These tablets of stone.
The writing of God. His 10 Commandments.
There is a noise of war in the camp.
It is not the noise of war. It is the noise of song and revelry.
Moses! Joshua!
great sin in the sight of God. You are not worthy to receive these 10 commandments.
We're gathered against you, Moses. You take too much upon yourself. We will not live by your commandments. We're free.
There is no freedom without the law.
Whose law, Moses? Yours? Did you carve those tablets to become a prince over us?
Who is on the Lord's side? Let him come to me. And the people made me do it.
Joshua! Joshua!
He showed you no land flowing with milk and honey. I show you a God of gold. Come with me. Follow me.
Blasphemers, idolaters, for this you shall drink bitter waters. God has set before you this day his laws of life and good and death and evil. Those who will not live by the law shall die by the law.
And the Lord's anger was kindled against Israel. And to prove whether they would keep his commandments or no, he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years, until all the generation that had done evil in the sight of the Lord was consumed. But Moses' eye was not dim, nor his natural force abated. And he went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nebo, and the Lord showed him all the land that was beyond the river Jordan.
The Lord was angry with me because I disobeyed him by the waters of strife. And he said unto me, Behold the new land with thine eyes, but thou shalt not cross over this river Jordan.
Then I shall stay.
I am called by the Lord, Sephora. I go alone.
Look, Moses. The people have come to the river Jordan. In the ark they carry the law you brought them. You taught them not to live by bread alone. You are God's torch that lights the way to freedom. I love you.
Joshua, Joshua, I charge you and strengthen you, for you shall go over Jordan to lead the people. As for me and my house,